Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, the Bombardier CS100 is certified by Transport Canada. The AMA tells members not to register their RC airplanes. A new personal sport aircraft is being previewed. I'm Bree Cross. It's December 21st, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Bombardier's CS100 aircraft comes closer to entering service as Transport Canada has now certified the aircraft. Obtaining the type certificate paves the way for delivery and entry into service of the CS100 with its first operator, Swiss. Fred Cromer, president of Bombardier Commercial Aircraft, said in part, quote, "This is a historic moment for Bombardier. Years of dedicated efforts and collaboration culminate today in a very proud moment for many as we celebrate the CS100 aircraft's Transport Canada type certification," end quote. The testing program took place over a period of 5 years and involved over 3,000 hours of flight testing. Bombardier's CS300 aircraft, the larger model, is on track to obtain its type certificate within the next 6 months. The first delivery of a CS100 to Swiss is planned in the second quarter of 2016. The FAA has claimed that its regulation regarding UAS registration was based on a unanimous recommendation made by the Industry Advisory Committee that explored the options. We at ANN have reported otherwise, and now committee member, the Academy of Model Aeronautics, is recommending that its members wait to register their model airplanes. The AMA also argues that the new registration rule runs counter to Congress's intent in Section 336 of the FAA Modernization and Reform Act of 2012, otherwise known as the Special Rule for Model Aircraft. The AMA's central issue is whether the FAA has the authority to expand the definition of aircraft to include model aircraft, thus allowing the agency to establish new standards and operating criteria to model aircraft operators. AMA has filed petition before the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia. This petition, filed in August 2014, asked the court to review the FAA's interpretation of the special rule for model aircraft. AMA wrote, quote, "As we proceed with this process, we suggest AMA members hold off on registering their model aircraft with the FAA until advised by the AMA or until February 19th, the FAA's legal deadline for registering existing model aircraft," end quote. After the break, introducing the Merlin PSA light sport aircraft.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, NavCom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. We all know that LSA stands for Light Sport Aircraft, but now Aeromarine Aircraft has added a new term called PSA, which stands for Personal Sport Aircraft, and they are producing a PSA they call the Merlin. The Aeromarine Merlin is an all-aluminum kit-built airplane that falls into the LSA definition but is a single-place aircraft. The Merlin PSA is available as a quick-build kit that can be certified as experimental amateur built. They say it's a modern design that is easy to assemble and that build time is reportedly measured in days rather than months or years. Builders are invited to enjoy a couple of weeks at the Builders Center in Florida and fly their new Merlin PSA upon completion. Offering a speed of 120 miles per hour, the company says the kit can be built for about $35,000, including the engine. The Merlin PSA will be officially introduced at the U.S. Sport Aviation Show at Sebring beginning January 20th. ANN will be there to cover its introduction, and we hope to have a flight test report ready for you shortly thereafter. Each week we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
All right. No time.
In this video, you'll watch the dizzying attempt by Spencer Sutterman to break his own inverted flat spin record last month. This is a perfect example of something that is more fun than the average person can tolerate. Search inverted flat spin attempt on YouTube. After these messages, Bell Helicopter names a repair station in China.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX100, and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Kongjin General Aviation, located in China's Kongjin province, has been named as Bell Helicopter's newest authorized customer service facility. Kongjin has a Civil Aviation Administration of China Part 145 certified maintenance facility and offers non-specialized maintenance capabilities for Bell 407 helicopter. The NTSB will unveil its 2016 Most Wanted list of transportation safety improvements at a press conference on January 13th. Over the next year, the NTSB will bring additional focus to the transportation safety issues on the list. Pilot Jay Gordon was well known on the airshow circuit and as a pilot for whom safety was paramount. His fatal accident during an airshow performance was shocking, and now the Thunder over Louisville Airshow in April is planning a tribute in his remembrance. Eligible active duty Air Force aviators have until September 30th, 2016 to apply for the Aviation Retention Pay or Critical Skills Retention Bonus programs. These incentives help to retain a sufficient force of skilled and experienced aviators to meet current and future Air Force requirements. Highly skilled Civil Air Patrol cadets from across America gather in Alabama at year's end for the 2015 National Cadet Competition. Started in 1947, the National Cadet Competition has inspired generations of cadets to strive for excellence. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Robinson Helicopter sets a milestone as the 700th R66 turbine rolled off the production line last week, 5 years after the five-place helicopter became FAA certificated. This particular aircraft is an R66 Turbine Marine, which is an R66 equipped with pop-out floats. It will be delivered to a Robinson dealer, Air Technology Belgium. This will be the first Turbine Marine delivered to Europe since EASA approved the float option in October and is one of more than 50 R66 sold in Europe. Robinson recently added the Garmin G500H flight display and the Genesis HeliSAS autopilot to the R66 options list. Currently in development are an R66 auxiliary fuel tank and an R66 cargo hook. Both options are projected for release in 2016. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.